Sunday morning, cross train time. Now it is about 6:30. The rain is pouring, but it's due to be pretty wet all day. I could wait until this afternoon, but I'm aiming just to get out, focus on the cross training early morning. I want to get into a routine of doing that early on a Sunday so that it's done, it's out of the way. I can focus on the rest of my day, I can focus on recovering all the things I need to do. And so I'm going to head down there now, and I'll catch up with you when we get there. It's definitely pretty wet out here this morning. But we're not too far away from the gym. It's about 1.5k, so as soon as I'm up and down the steps. In fact, when I get there, stepping machine, one of my favourites. Absolutely love it. I haven't been on it for a while though. And then cross trainer, here we come. So I'm just starting off on the step machine. I don't know the actual name for it. Is it a step machine? I don't know. I'm going to do about 10 minutes of this, just keeping it slow. I say 10 minutes, I'll see how long I can last, but it's been quite a while, but I feel like this has the greatest impact on my legs. And I definitely feel the benefits of it. And then after that, there goes the cross trainer, and see if I can find a set workout on there. So I'm developing a bit of a plan and write it down as I go. Done my step machine, you'll see the stats just before this video. And then I'm going to do a little bit of work on the arms just for my own kind of personal choice I suppose there. A bit of work on a seated row. And then I've got a kind of the elevated crunch. I do a couple of those just for the core, but I do a lot of my core work through my yoga, so I don't want to overdo it there. And now I'm on the cross trainer. I'm doing rolling hills. So what I do need to do is just take my time with it, because it's the first time for a while I've been at the gym, and there's that tendency to be a bit overconfident and then pay the price. I certainly feel a lot stronger on the step machine. I remember when I used to do it, I just couldn't last the distance, and it reminded me of a video that I watched back when I started running. It was on Harry Run's YouTube channel, and he was doing those tower run challenges where they start at the bottom, run up to the top. And at the time I thought, I bet that one burns the legs. And I can see how it could do. Also I can see the real benefits on the legs. Now, I also thought about doing some cycling. I might just do 10 minutes on the cross trainer, 10 minutes on the bike, and then call it for today, just because I'm here to experiment with what works best for me and what I can manage, rather than coming down here killing myself and then needing to get like an Uber home because I've just overdone it. Anyway, we get back to it. Okay, just doing the cool down now on the cross trainer. Half an hour done, rolling hills, level 4, covered just over 3 kilometres, 3.25 kilometres. And my plan is to every week increase that level. So with all the machines I've used today, I'm going to increase the level by 1 each week. What I've also decided to do, because I just reminded myself of these machines when I came upstairs, I'm not going to do the seated row with the alternating kilogram weights. What I'm actually going to do is use the row machine. So that means I come in, do the step machine, do some crunches, row machine, cross trainer, and see if I've got time for the bike, or see how I feel rather than timing, because I've got a lot of time on Sunday, which is nice. And yeah, that's the plan moving forward. So I'm just going to finish this cool down and head out into what looks like this window of the rain, but that's okay because I'm feeling pretty warm. And that puts me at almost an hour in the gym, which is good progress for me. It's probably the longest I've spent here consistently doing something which is relevant and beneficial. So let's wrap this up and I'll see you at home. Okay, it's coming down quite hard, so I'm going to take these out now and I'm going to jog it home. So it should be another kilometre and a half home, uphill unfortunately, but it would be good if the weather's a little bit cooler like this more often. I can just head home and maybe even take the longer route as well, see how I feel. So, see you home. So just having a bit of a reflection about this morning and work at the gym. It was really positive, actually, really positive. So as I mentioned in the video, my plan is basically to go to the gym every Sunday. What I'm going to do is to go on the Stairmaster, which is a name for it. Apologies for calling it a stepping machine and a step this and a step that. Go on the Stairmaster first of all. Do the set number of floors, which I took a picture of anyway. I believe it was 50 floors. And I will increase the level of resistance, not friction. I also said that word, apologies. Reduce the level of resistance as I continue in the gym. So with the Stairmaster, the way it works is the steps actually come a lot quicker. So it's not necessarily resistance in that sense, but in terms of the speed. And then when we talk about resistance, I'm going to be moving towards the row machine after that, rather than use the seated row, which works the arms. I'm going to be using the row machine itself, arms and legs. I always do that on the max resistance because actually it's just much simpler to do that. Thereafter I go to the cross training machine and I will do the rolling hills. That is set to be half an hour in terms of the timing, and then I'm not entirely sure how it works for distance, whether the quicker you move the more distance you cover. I don't really know, but either way that's half an hour. So all in all we're looking at about an hour of cross training. There's opportunity for me to do cycling as well. So I will try and incorporate that next week. I didn't do that today just because I didn't really want to overdo it. And of course I'm running there and running back. So that is the rough plan for cross training. It works for me. I've obviously got yoga on my rest days as well. So I think all in all it feels quite achievable to me. It feels like there's a good plan there in place. I'll adapt it as necessary as I go along. But yeah. So that was my day, and just going to round up this Sunday now. Got some family things to do. Doesn't feel like we are just days away from Christmas. It really doesn't, but it might be something to do with the weather and all of those things as well. So thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.